How much should you spend on meta ads? £50 a day, £500 a day, 10% of your revenue? Most advice online gives you one simple number, but spend should not be a one-size-fits-all solution. Spend too little and you may not learn enough. Spend too much and you can burn through your cash before you find the right ads, offer, and website setup. So the real question is not just how much should I spend on ads? It's how much can my business safely spend and how long can I keep spending while I learn? That answer should come from the needs of your business. In this video, I will show you the proper way to set your budget. We will find your target cost for a new customer, set a safe cash limit, turn it into a monthly plan, and then decide what must happen before you spend more. I will also show you the spreadsheet I use so you finish with a starting budget that's going to have an impact rather than a number you copied from somebody else. Before we jump into it, why should you listen to me on this topic? I've worked in marketing for more than 10 years. I've helped plan more than 12,000 ads, helped manage more than 50 million in ad spend, and run thousands of creative tests on ads. So let's jump straight into it. Your ad budget has two jobs. It needs to protect the business and it needs to give you a fair chance to learn what works. A budget that barely spends will not gather enough data. Conversely, a budget that is too high could put your business at risk. I think of the budget as having four simple limits. The first is what you can afford to pay for one new customer. The second is how much cash the business can safely use. The third is how many orders the business can handle. And the fourth is how many ads can your team make and test. The real budget is set by the lowest of those four limits. Profit may support a bigger budget, but cash, stock, or the number of good ads may not. This is why there is no one best daily budget for every single brand. The biggest mistake I see is choosing a budget before knowing what it needs to do. A founder picks an amount that feels comfortable, Meta gives a suggestion, or another brand shares what it spends. The team then spreads that money across too many campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Each part gets very little spend, results jump around, and every choice starts to feel like a guess. Your budget should decide how simple the account needs to be and how many ads you can test. The account should never force the business to spend more than it can afford. The best place to start is with the numbers the business already knows. You know what the product sells for, what it costs to send, and how much cash you can safely use and what the team can handle. We can use those numbers to build a sensible starting plan. Step 1. First, work out what you can afford to pay for one new customer. Start with the average amount from a customer's first order. Then take away all the costs caused by that order. This includes the product, packing, shipping paid by the brand, payment fees, discounts, returns, and refunds. The money left is the most you could pay for that customer before the first order loses money. This is your break-even customer cost. Let's use one simple example. The average first order is £100. The product and all other order costs come to £50. That leaves £50 left before ads. If the business wants to keep £10 from the first order, the target cost for one new customer is £40. So £50 is break even, but 40 is the target. Look at the total ad spend against new customers and total sales, not only the number that Meta reports. Meta's data is useful, but the business numbers tell you if the whole plan is working. Repeat sales and lifetime value can definitely factor in later on, but for a simple starting plan, focus on your first order. Step 2. Next, decide how much cash the business can truly use for ads. This is not the same as checking the bank balance. First, take out the money needed for tax, wages, suppliers, stock, refunds, bills, an emergency cash buffer, and anything else you think should be safeguarded. What's left is the money you can safely put into finding new customers. Then, decide how long that money needs to last. Imagine the business has £9,000 of safe ad cash and wants it to last for 3 months. That gives you a starting limit of around £3,000 per month. That doesn't mean you need to spend every single pound straight away, but it gives you a clear top line and stops you from using all of the cash too quickly. You should also ask, what happens if the ads work? Can the business buy the stock, send the orders, handle the returns, and support the customers? There's no point in finding a budget that Meta can spend if the rest of the business cannot keep up. Step 3. In our example, the monthly limit is £3,000, and that's about £100 per day on average. Meta may spend a little more on one day and a little less on another, so manage the budget over the month, not hour by hour. The next job is to keep the account simple enough for that budget. Do not spread a small budget across lots of campaigns, lots of ad sets, and too many ads. Use a simple sales setup and test one clear batch of new ads at a time. If you want to know how to structure your campaigns, I've recorded a video on that and I will leave a link in the description below. The exact number will change by brand, but do not launch more ads than the budget can give a fair chance to. Think about the monthly budget in 3 parts. Money for the strongest ads, money for new tests, and money held back until the results earn it. You do not need a perfect percentage. The goal is to avoid committing every pound on day one. The first few weeks are about learning which ads deserve more money. If the budget is small, test fewer ideas or allow more time. Do not force the business to spend more just to make the ad account look busy. Step 4. The last step is to decide what you will do when the results come in. Without rules, the team may change the budget after a good day or a bad day. Before launch, write down the main result, the test limit, how long you will wait, and what must happen before you spend more. For the full budget, I like a simple green, amber, and red plan. Green means the cost for a new customer is at or below target. The business is making enough money and cash and stock are ready. When the result is green, you can raise the budget by a small amount that you agreed in advance. Amber means the result is close to target or there is not enough information yet. When the result is amber, hold the budget, do not raise it after one good day or cut it after one bad day. Red means the customer cost is clearly above the limit after the ads have had a fair chance. It can also mean cash, stock, or order handling is under pressure. When the result is red, stop adding to the budget. Go back to the last safe level and find the problem. Then review the ads, offer, product page, and other parts of the customer journey. For busy sales periods, plan extra budget before the event and lower it again if the results fall afterwards. Now, let's put the plan into the spreadsheet. At the top, we enter the first order value, the order costs, and the amount we want to keep. The sheet shows the break-even and target customer cost. Next, we add the safe ad cash and how many months it needs to last. The sheet turns that into a monthly and daily starting budget. Then we add the planned ad batches. This helps us see if we're trying to spread too many tests across too many ad sets. The final section is the green, amber, and red plan. It tells the team when to hold, lower, or raise the budget. In our example, the target customer cost is £40 and the safe monthly budget is £3,000. That gives the team a clear place to start. The spreadsheet is not trying to predict the future. It links the budget to the business and removes the guesswork. As real results come in, replace the starting numbers with what is actually happening. If the cost moves towards the target, make small increases when the rules are met. If it stays far above the target, review the ads, review the offer and the website before adding more money. Your ad budget just has 2 jobs. It must protect the business and give you enough chance to learn. The right starting budget is not the biggest number you can type into Meta. It's the amount your business can keep spending while it tests, learns, and improves. So let's recap. There is no single best amount to spend on Meta ads. The better question is, how much can the business safely spend and how long can it keep spending while we learn? We looked at 4 limits: customer cost, safe cash, order capacity, and the number of ads your brand can make. First, find your target cost for one new customer. Second, decide how much cash can safely be used and how long it needs to last. Third, turn that into a simple monthly budget and an ad testing plan. Fourth, set the rules for holding, lowering, and raising the budget before the ads go live. Do not ask what daily budget does another brand use. Ask what can my business safely support? What will this budget help me learn, and what will I do when the results come in? If you have any questions, leave me a comment or send me a DM. And if this video helped you, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way towards helping me grow this channel. See you in the next one.